is up, everybody? It is time for another episode in How to Make a Living as a Content Creator and Streamer, and we are answering a question from Grandpa Grig, who asked a couple weeks back. I'm just now getting to this one. On episode 4, he asked a question. He asked a two-parter. The first part I already answered, but his second part was, how do you loop your smaller content shorts, like 8 to 15 smaller content shorts, back to the main video the smaller content was cut out of? Thanks again for all you do. So this goes into two different ways to cut your content into lots of little pieces. So let's talk about short videos, and then we'll talk about the actual short form content, because there's a difference. Short form content being YouTube Shorts, TikTok Shorts, Instagram Reels, the short form vertical content that you would cut out of longer videos, and then also short videos, which would be like quick tips and so on and so forth. So let's address the first one off the bat. So one of the things that I like to do with any of the big RPGs I play, and I don't do this for every game because not every game can support what I'm about to talk about. This first part, the YouTube short, TikTok short thing can be applied to any game, but the first part of this, let's address this because this is the long form content which generates the most amount of revenue on YouTube. So um, any big RPG that you're going to play, you're going to be able to create guides around those games. We've talked about this in the past. Like, sticking to RPGs is a great way to get going if you like RPGs, because you can always do class guides, build guides, race guides, things of that nature, how to build characters and so on and so forth. And what I usually do with games like, say, Cyberpunk 2077, Starfield, Baldur's Gate 3, all those types of games, is that after I've generated enough notes on things that I've made guides about, like let's say I've made 10 or 15 individual guides that are longer in format, I can then take those things and make a list of, I like to try to have at least 15, but 15 to 30 things that I then put into like an ultimate beginner's guide. They can be the same content that you've done in other individual guides, but the key is the content is slightly different. You're just recording in a different format and you're putting it into a bigger video. Now, what I will do then is they usually take, it just depends, a full day's worth of work, in most cases up to 2 days worth of work, to sit down and record the full episode. Generally speaking, what I do is I have my list in front of me and I'll sit down, and it'll usually take me about an hour and a half to record the big video, and then a few hours of editing to get it all prepped and uploaded and everything else, and then getting it into its chapter format for YouTube. But what I then do is I save that video into its own file within Filmora. I publish the Ultimate Beginner's Guide with all the chapters in it on YouTube. And then I go back to my full video, and I've saved a version of it in Filmora, and I then take every individual part, because they've all been broken into chapters within that video, because when you record the video, you're recording segments. It might be a minute and a half segment, 2 minute segment, 3 minute segment, 4 minute segment, 75-second segment, whatever. They're all in segments when you're doing your video editing. So then you just go into that video and you take all your segments. And what I do is I record an intro and an outro, and it'll be something along the lines of this. Welcome to today's quick tip guide to name of the game. Check it out. Then we go to the clip and then an outro. Don't forget, for more quick tips, to check this out, and for a full detail, check out the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. Links are down below. That's the intro and the outro. I then take that intro and outro and I take every single individual segment for the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, 15, 20 pieces, and I sandwich it in between the intro and the outro, and I produce a whole bunch of additional videos, which are anywhere from a couple minutes to 5 or 6 minutes long, for YouTube. Every single one of those videos is an independent video. Even if I have already done longer guides around an individual topic, these are quick tip guides. So you can have full guides that you've done around a subject. Like, for example, let's say I've talked about how to pick locks in Fallout 4. Okay, that's a great example. But then I also have a how to pick locks that I've put into the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, which is a different way of talking about how to pick locks. It's a shorter form version. Like I might make a 10-minute video on how to pick locks, a guide on how to pick locks in Fallout 4, but then for the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, I have like a 3-minute version of it, right? To fit within this much bigger video. So then I have a full guide out there already, but now I've got this quick tip guide on that subject. And I can then take that quick tip guide with its intro and its outro, publish it on YouTube with a link back to the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. And this is one of the ways I've managed to get a bunch of my Ultimate Beginner's Guides up to 150,000 plus. 100, usually like 120, 100, 100,000, 100,000, 125,000, 150,000 views over the course of like a year. Those videos tend to do very well for me because we publish the Ultimate Beginner's Guide and then I publish lots of individual guides, short tips, and etc. They're all pushing back to that Ultimate Beginner's Guide. And the key is that you publish the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, and then like every day for the next 15 days or something, you're publishing out another individual guide in between all of the other things you're doing. Now imagine you've done that for 3 or 4 different games over the course of, say, a month. Now you have 3 or 4 Ultimate Beginner's Guides, and then also every single day for like a month, you've got 2, 3, or 4 different quick tip guides for different games going out on top of each other. That's how you take long form content, make short quick tip videos out of it, and link everything back to the main video. It's literally just you're writing the description text. Don't forget to check out the full version of the video. Don't forget to check out the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, and then you drop a link back to that video on YouTube. That's that version of it. Now, the other part of this is taking content and cutting clips out to use for YouTube Shorts, TikTok Shorts, and Instagram Reels, and so on and so forth. This is where you have to be a little conscious of the time because Instagram Reels can be a maximum of 90 seconds long. And if you want that piece of content to be able to be easily used everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as a short form vertical piece of content, it needs to be 90 seconds or less. So what I do is every time I'm live, I'm taking notes when I'm live. If I do, and I've gotten, I have a method to the madness these days. So it's very easy for me to, as an example, um, like here's 149 short. I was playing Titan's Quest 2, and I time-stamped a clip where I said, I really like the voice acting in this game, blah, 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 blah. Then when I finished the stream, I immediately went into Twitch, into the Twitch video editor. I watched that stream, went to the timestamp, found that section, created a clip. Once the clip rendered out, I then downloaded the clip to my PC, imported it into Filmora, used my AI to create subtitles for it, gave it a title, exported it out, and then I uploaded it to YouTube and I published it as a short, linking back to the live stream that it was cut from. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. And then first I do it in YouTube. So when you're creating a YouTube short, obviously you can write your description and that can have a physical link back to the original piece of content. But you can also within YouTube, there's a place when you're publishing the video where you can tell YouTube what is this video related to, and you can point to the video itself with the tools telling YouTube that that video is cut from that live stream, so that when someone watches that clip, they'll get they'll be able to see that it came from another video. And you could also, at the end of the YouTube short, you'll have your end screen where you have like I have my profile that shows up top, my profile picture which says subscribe, and at the bottom it links to a video, and I always link to the video that was clipped from, so that when someone's watching a YouTube short, at the gets into the short, when it gets into the short, they see my face pop up, subscribe now. At the bottom, it shows a thumbnail of the video that was cut from. Then what I do is I take the header text this is the video linking to this, blah, 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 blah. And I then copy and paste that over to Instagram. Um, and then I give it um, a bunch of hashtags, and I have a bunch of common hashtags that are shared between all my videos, along with the unique hashtags for the name of the game. And then I create a Instagram reel, which pushes back to the same video on YouTube that the YouTube short is publishing back to. And then I copy and paste everything over from Instagram, and I repeat that process over on TikTok. And that video also has a link back to the original piece of content on YouTube. Now, um, you can also do Facebook Reels, but a lot of the times I'm already pushing enough stuff out to Facebook anyway. I don't really worry about doing Facebook Reels all the time. I try to do Facebook Reels the same time as I do Instagram Reels and TikTok Reels, but if I have also published a horizontal version of that, um, I won't always do that. It just depends on the day. But generally speaking, you can create clips of anything. Anytime you're live or if you're recording a video, just remember it needs to be a 90-second clip to put into vertical format that you can then use for your shorts. And I try to do a minimum of one vertical short every single day. Sometimes I do two if I have time. Um, the more vertical content you can do, the better, because the vast majority of people are going to be on their phone doing this right here through TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts. And what you're looking for is to gain traction and engagement and constantly show up in people's feeds. So the more shorts you can publish, the big thing about shorts is you're not don't think about shorts as monetization, because chances are you're not going to make money off of shorts in the most case. I mean, sometimes like I have um, my best performing short on YouTube, I think, is up to like 180,000 views, and I think it's made like $30. So you're not going to make that many. You're not going to make that much money off of things. I've got a million. I'm not monetized on Instagram. I have a YouTube, excuse me, I have an Instagram short that recently hit 1 million views. Um, I'm not monetized on Instagram, but that has pushed a shitload of traffic back to my live streams and my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel. Plus, it has earned me. I think I've earned like 13 or 14,000 followers from that one, just on one platform, just on Instagram. That same post has done. It's the same post, by the way, but it's done like 1 million views on Instagram, 180,000 on um, YouTube, and I think on TikTok it's done like 650,000 or something. So in total, I've generated probably 20,000 followers from one piece of viral content, 30 bucks in revenue from the YouTube short. Neither TikTok or Instagram are monetized, but I'm pulling a bunch of people into the streams. Those people then subscribe as members over on YouTube, or they subscribe as subscribers on Twitch. Plus, I'm getting ad revenue from them when they come and watch the live streams. So it's kind of difficult to calculate at the end of the day how much revenue I've generated from Instagram and TikTok per se, because it's pushing people to. But the key is that just by constantly producing short content, the algorithm will do its thing and various pieces will pop off periodically. And you'll learn over time what types of content works best with your audience and what type of content you're familiar working with. But that's the short version, pun intended, of how to create short content around your videos, starting with quick tip guides, which link back to an ultimate beginner's guide or some longer form guide, and then short vertical content that you can create around anything that you do, which goes out to all of your social media platforms. So thanks for the question. Feel free to drop more if you have other ones. Don't forget to check out the rest of the series for those of you who might be new, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Daily streams at 4:30 a.m. Central on YouTube and Twitch.